coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through. I turned my 454 to a 505. Blah, blah. I'm live. Your shit off the frame, but don't even drive. Because of your pride, you should've bought you a Benz. All that money on your motor with them cheap rims. 20K on the Dayton's. Can you paint me, please? That clear coat basic. I'm not running. And yes, it's for sale if you got 200. Everything working. This ain't the don't mock the verb. I made the wanna twerk. Cut the beat down cause the trunk bout to burst. And I'm sitting on skins. Got all my on with a pocket full of binges.
So, I had quite a few people asking me about the new build of the Jeep, basically, because I told y'all in the last video I would show y'all. So, today's the day. I'll do a little quick walkthrough of the car real quick so y'all can see. And if you seen in my last video, basically, it was black and gold, had the 24-inch dubs on there. Yeah, I had to take them off because E-Roads around Oklahoma is trash, for real. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the few things of the Jeep that's going on, basically. First of all, I already know y'all were gonna ask me, what's the deal with the wrap? Me and Jay actually made it. I'll leave his social media right here so y'all can see it. We actually sat for 4 days cutting out individual tiger stripes, but in the end we just started freeforming, and then that's how it's got its look right now. So never took off the side bay sticker from the Chrysler, and it's going on to here, so it's still on there. Another thing is the wheel lights, the lighting trends. I should have got double row, but this will satisfy for now. Honestly, it has like 300 something modes on it. Haven't even been through half of them, honestly. And then the custom 22-inch Trackhawk rims on there. As of right now, got those. So those are really nice fit, and I'll show y'all exactly what I mean when I say really nice fit, and the main reason of why I had to switch off the rims from this car. In the interior, nothing crazy going on, nothing fancy at all. But interior work will be coming next summer though. I'll hopefully go full red bloody interior on that. And all my people from day one, y'all know this has been the little sidekick that's rode with me. And damn near every car I didn't have started all from a trunk or treat. The kids liked it. So ever since that day, I kept it on there for the people that's asking. But then we're gonna get to the special part I've been waiting to show y'all. It's all hidden, but I just have to lift it up so y'all can see it. Airlift performance. Clean install. Clean install. And I'll leave some pictures throughout the video of everything, of the whole process, but shout out my boy Ant. I'll leave his social media right here, but he did an excellent job. Excellent. Wires tucked and everything. And the crazy thing is, y'all don't judge me for the speaker box. I'm getting a new one made, but you won't ever be able to tell I had bags if I didn't want anybody to really know. All those wires are just hidden perfectly, tucked perfectly, exactly where they need to be at. And we'll go into the Jeep for a little bit so y'all can see. Those airlines come straight out right here where the spare tire holder would be at. Then this line right here, basically, that's my favorite thing of the whole thing. So you know, if anybody's ever been around bad cars, know that noise it makes, ran it straight out the back and it hits the ground, so it amplifies the noise. But then all you can see, all these wires I ran really, really nice. But now that y'all seen a little bit under the Jeep, I will leave some pictures real quick of the bags in the rear, okay? And now the ones in the front. One day we'll put this Jeep on a lift so y'all can actually see how everything comes together and whatever, but right now, pictures will do it justice for right now. And also, a lot of people go with 1/4-inch lines. So 1/4-inch lines, it's the only difference is it makes the bags go down just a little bit slower when you're airing out. But I went ahead and went with 3/8 lines. It's a little bit bigger in diameter around. So whenever it airs out, it drops to the ground faster. And yes, independent bag, so you control the right front, left front, everything. I use this air out the back when I come to stoplights or so. But I will show y'all exactly why I told y'all I got rid of the 24 inches, the ones that stuck out like a semi truck damn near. But now I'll show y'all exactly why I got these so y'all can see exactly how good it tucks real quick. Now, prime example why I got rid of those rims, because look at this. Tucks really nice. really nice. So damn near all the tire on the top is gone. Then the back tucks pretty good as well. My next mission is to go ahead and downsize on these tires a little bit so I can ride. It'll drop a little bit lower and I can ride a little bit lower. And no, I don't ride and drive like this around town, because you might end up messing some stuff up if you do it that low on these bigger width of tires, because these are 285 40 22s. I'm planning on going 285 30 22s probably in the next couple months. But all this is controlled by this little device. Alrighty, so this is your little TV remote right here. No, it's like, okay, so this is the remote that you press and it tells the Jeep, you know, or whatever system you got, you know, go up, go down, whatever. This is your remote right here. Or you can download the app on your phone and use it. So you see how all of them are saying 0011. Basically, we'll let some air out that one, and then we'll let the air out of these right here. So everything should go to 0. As you see, it's never gonna be perfect spot on, but this time it is, because we're sitting in a pretty good area basically. So 174 is your pressure you have in your tank right now. It'll usually cut off around 180. And then the safe button right here, the airlift button, that just tells it, I'm gonna tap it one time. 138, 138, 116, 117, 160, about the same thing. As soon as you double tap that button, the Jeep will raise back up to normal ride height. You can go and ride around. It only takes about 2 seconds maybe for the Jeep to get back to the regular ride height. Show mode, that zeroes everything out. That means you're gonna be dropping all the way to the ground. So you can also do everything with your phone as well. All right, now so at the back, one thing I forgot to mention, people with airlift or air ride that has their setup outside, like under the Jeep or wherever it is under the car, do this more often than I have to, because it's not exposed to any weather or anything like that. But you know, sometimes maybe you'll come back here and you want to release the pressure, which is going to throw off a little bit of water from evaporation from it being hot, and then when you cool down the car, basically everything get cold. You know how it works. So I do mine like every 4 days just to be on the safe side. Now, pros and cons about bags. Not saying that there's no cons whatsoever. The only con I have is a user error, because y'all know, if anybody knows me in life, I have to test stuff to its limit. So the only thing is, if you have yours set up to where it's an enclosed thing, I would definitely highly recommend getting some fans put on top of these compressors, because these will get hot. They get really hot, and that's the next investment. Actually waiting on the fans right now to get here so we can install the fans on that, and then we'll show you just a simple video of how to install those fans. Pretty easy. So I'm gonna have Ant do it once again, and I'll be there with him whenever he installs the fans on it. But other than that, I would definitely, if you're making a decision, you want to go lower in spring, coilovers, why not go bags? Because you can either have this look, or by pressing a button, it'll go back to normal ride height. There's really no cons to me. I've been having it about 3 to 4 weeks right now on bags, and everything's been working perfectly. Everything's been working like it should. And definitely big shout out to Airlift for everything. Got all these components covered in the warranty. Basically free, so you'll get a little code on the back and register it, and boom, you got your warranty. So if anything ever goes out or messes up prematurely, you got it covered. You see the camber in the back, and if we go to the front, y'all can really see the camber. Yep. I would highly recommend getting bags if it's on your list. Coilovers are cool. Lower in springs, they're cool. I've had them all before, but it ain't nothing like air rod. Now, I know everybody's gonna be in the comments like, Tony, get to the point. Air back up. We're trying to see something. So that's the next video or clip I'm finna show y'all of how quick it jumps up, so then you can see. And then I'll show y'all the difference of ride height real quick, because I didn't really explain that in the first part, but now I am going to. Now, as y'all just seen that video, how quick everything came up. Oh, the compressor running now. It'll shut off around 180 by itself. But now, I already showed y'all how much gap it had and everything. stick about 4 fingers in there, 3 fingers in there, around there on the back end. And you can go up a little bit higher, but that's what I choose to ride at when I'm riding around town or anything like that. The front now, around 3 fingers. And again, I can raise it up so I can put all 5 in there, front or back. But again, this is what I ride around with. It's enough not to where it's showing too much gap, but it looks stock when I'm riding around. But then when we pull up to the light, we airing out. And again, those are airing up. The tank, I will show you right now so you can see all the numbers. We go here, and you see 167, 168, 169. It'll start airing up by itself. And then if you want to go up some more, so you just double tap that a little bit. All right, the compressor should be kicking off here soon when it gets to about 180. But then you see the front is 155, 155, and back is 121. So all you gotta do is a couple presses on this middle button, and you hear it go down by itself. It's adjusting. So it'll try to get it close to 138. As you've seen, the preset's never gonna be perfect. Again, it's never gonna be perfect, but you see how close all those numbers are from the green and the white. So tank should be cutting off right here soon. Voila, tank cutoff is at 180. You can lift that up, raise that down, whatever cutoff you want to. 180 is what I'm running. You can even go in as forth as changing the voltage of how powerful these are running, everything. Mine set to 11 volts on there, my bad. And then the only reason I haven't set them to 12 or 13, because I got to get me another battery to run this, because right now I have 2 batteries in the Jeep, one for, of course, the regular use, and then one for the stereo. But I'm going to plan on getting me a little 3rd battery as well. Now, me and Ant was planning on going to We Are Mopar this year in Dallas or Fort Worth, but a lot of rain chances. I think it might be raining right now, but a lot of rain chances, because we in Oklahoma, we was going to make that 3-hour drive, but we just don't see the point of doing it this year. So next year, again, this will change up probably. Again, it changes up every season, why not? But next year, definitely we're gonna go to We Are Mopar though. If y'all haven't heard of We Are Mopar, it's one of the biggest car events, car shows, 3-day show out in Fort Worth. And you know, you can drive your car on a NASCAR track. And I'll leave a link to that in the description so y'all can see a couple of videos of We Are Mopar. But I was definitely gonna pull up there because there's not many bag Jeeps or Durangos like that, especially in the state of Oklahoma. I think there might be this one and then my man Fabian. Other than that, I haven't seen no other bagged Jeeps or Durangos at that. Now again, I'm going to do another part 2 to the installation and everything of this Jeep, and we're going to take it over Ant house one day, so then maybe he can explain everything better than I can. But this just is the simple stuff. But we'll take it over there to his house one day so y'all can see exactly what everything means, all the wires, where they ran out and everything, so y'all can see. He has the same exact kit on his Scat Pack as well. Y'all just go look at his social media real quick. Y'all see how big he doing it down there. So, but the only thing that differs from me and his is, again, these lines right here. So, but we'll make another video, collab video on him. I'll go ahead and have him run over this one and the Charger. But honestly, it's the same setup. It's literally the same setup. It comes from Chargers, maybe Chryslers, Challengers, and it runs through the Jeep as well. And Durango is the same setup, everything, the struts, everything's the same. The only thing I had a problem with, which I thought was going to be a problem, but never showed up a problem, was on this side, only on the right side. I don't know why Jeep does this, or, you know, there are other products, but it has a height sensor. And it didn't have, you know, previous bags on it or anything like that. It just comes from the manufacturer like that. So I thought we were going to have to unplug that cable or anything, because maybe it's going to be messing up the height. But no lights, nothing. It was a clean install the whole time. Clean install. And like he said, the hardest part of bagging any vehicle is how you do your whole setup. It's how you do everything, the whole setup, and run the lines. After that, suspension, easy. And I don't know if y'all can see this little bolt right under here, right there. But if I ever got rid of this, unscrew that bolt, and disconnect some of these lines, and everything come right up. Everything come right up. As you see, he cut me out a custom board. It was around the size of my spare tire. I'll show you also more pictures of that right now. So everything comes right up, easy, uninstall if you wanted to as well, and then bang, slap it on whatever else you want. Again, the pros and cons. We can run over it one more time about the bags. Only cons I've ever had was getting those compressors a little bit too hot. So, but other than that, all pros, all pros. And you can even look at other people's videos and see what they're saying about it. They don't really have any problems with it or issues. It all comes down to install, in which thankfully Anthony did this install perfect. I'll leave a little video straight after this so you can see exactly. I can do the rear by itself, I can do the front, I can do the right front wheel, whatever wheel you want to do and drop it, you can do whatever wheel. Everything is independent, everything is ran independently. So, but we will also get another video here soon, part 2. I'll be with Ant so he can go over detailed instructions on how everything was made and how everything, you know, how easy the install was. And, you know, if he had any troubles with installing or anything like that, y'all hear from him. And then in the next couple videos, of course, we'll go over some of the stuff in the interior wise, like whether it be sound system or whatever else I may have in there. And hopefully next year I'll have the interior bloody red. I'm gonna send it to a reupholstery shop and get that done. But if y'all want to see more content of the Jeep, follow that Instagram. Then in that bio right there, it'll have a separate car page and everything. I post every day. Y'all see more insight on it. But if y'all have any more questions or Q&As, leave them in the comments. The next video, we can definitely get those answered for y'all. But right now, that was a quick little detail of the Jeep itself and the bags on it, most definitely. If you're thinking about going bags and you got the bread to go ahead and do it, go ahead and get it. I wouldn't even consider lowering springs on any else thing I might own in the future. It would have to be straight bags, because one day you might want to drive on a rocky road or you have to go to a speed bump. You can't lift it up with coilovers or anything or lowering springs, but by pressing a button, everything comes back up and you can go into show mode when you park at Walmart or wherever you shop at and drop it all the way to the ground. That right there concludes the video. Again, next video, it will be out of how all the wires are ran from the back to the front or to the back to the battery, and then we'll take a look under the hood exactly and show y'all that. But I'm just gonna get Ant to explain it to y'all so y'all have more in scope and detail on the install wise. But this is just the basics. Again, like I said, this is just the basics. Oh, and wait, before I go, let's show y'all some more actions of the bags real quick. On this next clip, I'll go from the back, I'll lower the back down and then bring it back up, and then we'll do the same for the front real quick so y'all can see it. And there y'all have it. You seen the back and the front. And y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and then most importantly, drop some Q&As of whether it be about the bags or about the Jeep. It don't matter what it is, or any question you might got. Just drop them in the comments and then I'll make sure to answer them on the next video as well. So peace out, y'all.
Ain't no going back, my nigga Weezy on the track. Yeah. Can I take a minute for to tell you how I'm living? Yeah. I'd rather show you fuck the critics. I'ma try leave out the kid. Young nigga pull up in that Bentley with no head. This a motion picture from the trenches. Check how a nigga kick it. 4-wheeler big mention. Pop out, get with it, yeah. Whole lot of big bitches. Fuck round, I spin it, yeah. Strap down, I'm with it. Fuck round and I hit it, yeah. Sending God my wish, still got some pending, yeah. I'm with some hoes more really than these niggas. And that's a fact, I'm with my bros more trilly than these